Hey, this is Jennifer, and I want to show you how to make a Klikaklu scavenger hunt to use in your class or for your event or in your library. And what you'll need as the teacher or the creator of the Klikaklu scavenger hunt is the Klikaklu creator, and that app costs about $10 in the App Store. And your participants will need the Klikaklu app that is free so that they can interact with your scavenger hunt. So once you've opened up the app, you've logged into your account, then you're going to create a hunt. We're going to first give our hunt a title, and I'm going to call mine Library because that's where we're doing our hunt. And I'm going to add my first clue. Now, when I add a clue, it's going to automatically open up the camera because the camera is an integral part of most of the scavenger hunts. Now, notice at the top right where it says Change Clue Type, I can open that up and change the type of clue that my scavenger hunt is going to include. Now the first one is to take a matchable picture. That means that I'll take a picture and my participants will have to try to match it. I could import a picture from the library of pictures on my iPad. I could generate a QR code that the students are going to try to match. I could describe a free-form clue, which means that it just opens the camera. You tell them what they need to take a picture of, and then they take a picture of it, so it doesn't have to match your picture. Or you can skip the clue and just do a quiz or a poll. So just to see what some of these look like, we're going to start with the matchable picture. So when I select it, it opens up my camera, and I'm going to take a picture of what will be my first clue, which happens to be this book cover. Now, when I took the picture, you'll notice it told me the matching quality is weak. That means if someone tries to match it, they may have a hard time. So I can use that, or I can retake it. So let's try again. Got it that time. Now, do I want to use location for this quiz? Now, if I'm doing a scavenger hunt where people are running around town or running around outside, then I might want to use the location. But because mine is in a library, it's in a stationary place, I'm going to turn location off. And I'm going to make sure the toggle here is green for applies to all the clues, and I'm going to select continue. So here's my first picture. And I'm going to say, find this book set in Germany. And then I'm going to have my students find that book. I'm going to select Save the Changes, and my first clue is set. Now I want to do a second clue. This time I'm going to do a free-form clue. What do I want them to take a picture of? Find a means of communication. And I'm going to save that question. Communication is the name of my clue. And I'm going to save that one. So now I have two clues. They're going to have to find the picture of the book. They're going to have to take a picture that has to do with communication. And then we're going to add a third clue. This one I want to make the skip clue just quiz or poll. So this one is going to be book type. And in order to add my question and answer, I'm going to select the more clue details and decide what I want to put next. I'm going to put a quiz. So the answer to my quiz, or the question rather to my quiz is, let's do 741.5 YUM. And then I'm going to select answer at the top to give the answer choices. So I'm first going to enter what's the correct answer, and that's going to be nonfiction. And see, I have the checkbox that lets me know that that's the correct answer. And then my next one is fiction. And those are my two answer choices. And I'm going to save that question. Now, you'll notice that there is a reward option here, which could be kind of fun. If I select reward, I can give the students something for getting that correct. So I'm just going to say, you are awesome. So I'm going to just give them a little bit of encouragement as their reward. I'm going to save changes. I'm going to save changes. And now here's my quiz, or my scavenger hunt rather, the 3 clues that we've had. Now notice the first 2 questions, all of the things underneath are grayed out, but on that last one where it was a quiz and I added a reward, you can kind of visually see what your clues have in common. Now let's test this sucker and see if it's going to do what we want. So I have these options at the bottom to delete the whole thing, to test it, and then to save it. So let's test it before we save, just to make sure it's what we want it to be. So here we are. It's called Library. I'm going to open it. I'm going to see there's 3 questions, and I'm going to select Play at the bottom. So find this book set in Germany. That's my clue. I'm going to open it up, and there's the picture I took. And when I'm ready to find that book, I'm going to select Match Image, and notice it grays out so that you can find where you're supposed to be and try to match them. As soon as it matches, it lets me know I've completed the first clue. I have 2 more. I'm going to click Continue. The next question, which is I'm going to find a means of communication. Where is a means of communication? Well, let's see. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to look around. Oh, there's a cell phone. That's a way to communicate. And that's going to be my picture. Great, I've finished 2 clues. Now here's the last one. Now, that particular spine label, would that be fiction or nonfiction? Well, I think it's nonfiction. Am I sure that I'm correct? Yes, absolutely. I got it correct. Awesome. Now I'll click Continue and get my reward for that question because I'm awesome. So those 3 questions completed my hunt. Did it work the way I wanted it to? Absolutely. So in this situation, I'm going to save it, and it's going to save my hunt to be able to give to my students. Now you'll notice that on my teacher hunt, I can share, and I can email a link to them. I can send it in iMessage if our iPads are set up that way. I can print it. I can make it public. I can do lots of different things to send that out to my students to be able to participate in it. So this is a really cool tool to create a scavenger hunt, get those students more engaged. Maybe this is a great way to do a review for a test, and then the reward can be extra points. Or if the first day of school, you want them to be accustomed to different things in the school. Maybe you can have a scavenger hunt where they walk around the school and find the cafeteria and find the counselor's office and find the principal and the library and the nurse. So there's lots of different ways that this could be incorporated into a school, whether it's a lesson, whether you let the students create a scavenger hunt as part of an assignment, or whether you use it for a review, a test. Lots of possibilities. I hope you find Klikaklu helpful and you give it a try. Have a great day.